What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Exploring Disney podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Scott.
And I'm Savannah.
And we are the Exploring Disney podcast. Quite a beautiful rainy day outside, isn't it?
Very beautiful. Almost as beautiful as you.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Even though I'm just sitting here in a sweater and track pants. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe with those bell notifications on to YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you get your podcasts on, make sure you click the notifications on there as well so you're notified when we upload or post a new Exploring Disney podcast. But we got some juicy stuff to talk about today, and I teased it in my video that I filmed today that I put out on YouTube. I said this podcast is probably going to be a good one because Savannah and I have two different views on the topic, and I'm excited about this. So without further ado, if you guys aren't in the loop of the Disney news, Disneyland has been sending out surveys to people, and shame on me for not taking the one. I should have taken it, but now it's too late. But they sent out a couple options of like membership, this new membership program, in other words known as the new annual pass holder program. I want to get your thoughts right away when I sent it.
Okay, well, when you sent it last night, I had only seen the first three options that you sent me. So, excluding what you sent me today.
So, so
what do you mean?
For context, the first thing that I sent you that was posted last night gave a $999 option.
They were both $999.
Let's just say $2,000 options and one $1,400 option, and that was the only one that we saw until the Twitter account posted today two other options. So first glance at the first one compared to you not knowing the two other ones that I sent you today.
I was pissed. I was telling Scott, I was like, that's so stupid. Like the $1,400 one, you get blocked out during summertime, parking's included, merchandise you get 30 and everything. And then the $999 or the $1,001, like parking's only 20% off, but you get all these days, and then like merch is 10%. And I just thought it was really stupid. Like at that point, I was like, if this are my only options, I'm just not gonna get a pass. Honestly, like to me, if this is really the best they could give, then I don't want to give my money for that. Because that wasn't worth it in my head at all.
And that was the general consensus of the Disney communities. Everyone's saying how it was a ripoff. Now me, it benefits me and it doesn't benefit me.
You'll put your money into anything.
No, I'm talking about like looking at it from both sides, Obviously, if these were the only options, of course I'm going to get one. I'm not just going to stop Disney content. And I love going to the theme park. And we're not going to be moving to Florida anytime soon, so it's it's the only option for a Disney theme park. Now, the way that it's structured is, so Ken Potrock, the president of Disney, he did an article with the OC Register and was talking about this new membership program that they're developing and everything. A couple of key quotes. He said, it is designed to enhance choice and flexibility. And then he was talking about how with the old AP program, some people would buy an annual pass and it'd have, let's say, one benefit of the old annual pass? I don't know, discounts,
parking.
But he was saying there's some things that typical Disney APs would be like, oh, I never use that, or I never use that perk. Which I could see what he means.
I mean, they say on the thing, like, oh, exclusive, like the only example I could think of was, like, with my Visa credit card.
That's what I was going to bring up, but I was like, no, that's a Visa card.
Yeah,
so.
like, you could take pictures, but, like, we've never done that.
Yeah. So I get what he means. The way that they want to develop...
Or, like, AP Corner. Maybe not everyone goes there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, AP Corner is a prime example. AP merchandise. I think that the way that they want to do it is to give you choice in the discounts that are going to best suit you and what's going to best suit your household. For example, let's say...
Okay, then make it, like, choose your own price. Like, I don't know, I just think, like, the option...
You can add on your own.
Yeah, and, like, it'll, like, build your own bull,
Yeah, no, that'd be smart.
Pass.
Yeah. It would be cool because they'd essentially just be add-ons. Like at Knott's, you can add on parking or you can add on the water park. Yeah. It's not one.
I feel like they should do something like that. Yeah. Like more base passes with like
you can add on MaxPass when the old ones.
So I feel like you should be able to add on parking because I feel like the one thing that makes me mad about a lot of these is the parking feature. Like, I loved getting free parking.
Oh, I do too.
And I feel like that's what's going to influence my decision the most, because paying for parking just irritates me. Like, I don't want to pay for parking when I could get it for free with a different pass. Like, it's technically not for free, but like the amount you save getting it included, like, it saves you
especially with
money.
us who go so frequently.
Yeah.
It does suck because parking is a huge decision factor.
And they raise it up right before they close.
It was 25, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge decision factor in buying anything park annual pass. I always make sure to get parking. And that was one of the big things I wanted to upgrade a signature last year. Obviously the pandemic and everything, so there was no, like, I couldn't, but was parking. And the only other option, now we're going to go into the two that were released today, the two options, or the two pictures that were released. Yeah, six pass options, two pictures that were released. The one of them has 50% off parking, and I think that's the highest discount that you can get. Yeah, 50% off parking. So, like, the thing is, I would be fine with 50% off parking depending on what's included in that pass. So the way that this one is set up is it's $600. You get 50% off parking. Photopass is included. Unlimited Photopass, a dedicated entrance, and a rewards program, whatever that means. 20% off special events, food, merchandise, 2 family tickets.
Oh, what the heck? I didn't even see those other featured parts.
You didn't see those?
No.
2 blockout day tickets. You get to make your reservation 120 days before your visit. You can hold 6 reservations at a time, and you get 6 anytime reservations a year for $600. That is the best value for your money's worth. And here's why I like it so much, right? Yes, it's not free parking. So 50% off, 25, $12.50.
So probably like 13 they'll charge, I feel.
13. I'm fine with paying that. Ideally, I wouldn't like to. I would like to just be able to add free parking to that.
I feel, because I don't typically go to Disney unless it's with Scott. Like, I don't have really any friends who like to go to Disney or want to get passes. So I feel like what is best for us is to get like a different one. Like, each of us get a different one.
This is exactly what I brought up.
So we have different, like, we each get, like, let's say one pass had 20% off merch, but his pass had 10. Mm-hmm. Well, now mine has 20, so he used the 20, but his had 20 off food, and I had 10 off food. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that when I hear or when I read that Kent Potrock goes and say, we really want to not put a limit on choice and flexibility, this is what I get for that. Me and you talking about this, like, oh, we're able to each buy a different pass and still use those benefits for each other, because it just depends on who you go with, you know? And that goes back to me saying, okay, if you have a family of 4, right, and you go frequently with that family, and let me go back to the other one.
I think the $3.99 one would be the best then.
For the family? Or for just like a single person? Or for a family?
Because you get all, like, you almost have no block updates. And, like, I feel like families, like, would typically go on, like, weekends and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Kids are in school.
The block updates are kind of hard to see, but you can kind of get a general consensus of what they are. Like, you can clearly tell what the 2 months are. It's mostly
green.
Yeah. Summers are blocked out and stuff like that. I think that, and when I saw them this morning, I told you.
Oh, we're talking about different $3.99 ones. I'm talking about the other $3.99 one.
The one with the $1,200 one next to it and the $791 one next to it?
No, I'm not talking about that one.
Okay, so you're talking about the one with
the two $5.99s.
The two $5.99s. Okay, yeah, so this is the one. These are the ones I say are the most value. The $5.99
is the one on this page.
Yes, the one that we're talking about right now. The $5.99 one with and the other $3.99 one right next to it. Those two I think are the most value, and that's the two that I think that we would be best to purchase for us. Yeah. The only other difference between the $600 one and the $400 one is 10% off 2 tickets instead of complimentary tickets for friends. You get 1 blackout ticket, and then...
Hey, but we never got that before, so...
That's the thing. That's why I don't understand what everyone's issue is. They're saying, oh my god, we're getting robbed. Disney's really screwing us over here.
In some ways, I can see how, like, I completely agreed with before, but I feel like the two pictures that got released today make it much better.
Yeah, the different options and stuff.
Yeah.
The thing of it is Disneyland never does perks like, let me give you 2 free, I remind you, free tickets. Disney's done discounted tickets
Yeah,
before.
the most they do is like the friends and family, like 25% off or whatever.
So if they're adding perks like this and blackout tickets, I can go on a blackout day when I'm really craving Disney because I'm an AP. I would like that perk. And now I want to touch up, we've got kind of spiraled out of the topic here throughout everything. I want to touch up on this reservation thing, right? Because obviously when Disneyland reopens, COVID's still going to be a thing. COVID will always be a thing, but for social distancing, mask wearing and all that, it's going to be a thing. Do you think that the reservation period stays or goes after COVID settled down a little bit?
I think it's going to stay for at least a couple of years.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Here's the thing, right? I think that it stays forever. Okay, look. One of the big reasonings for Disneyland canceling the annual pass program was because they wanted a fresh start. Don't blame them. Over 1 million pass holders, 80% of the pass holders, or 80% of the population in Disneyland on a normal day is pass holders. They wanted a clean start. With this and the way that they're structuring it, less people are likely to buy the pass. I think that the reservation period is here to stay. I'm stretching it out a little bit by saying forever, but I say at least 5 years. I want to say at least 5 years. And honestly, I would be more happy with that.
No, it's such a hassle. Honestly, like,
it's not a hassle.
This whole thing makes, like, for me personally, makes Disney so much less fun.
No, but you think of the demand now in 2021, the demand of Disneyland, and going on and going forth. They're building Avengers Campus. They're bringing Mickey Minis. Are getting too busy. That is a small resort. They can't cram everyone, and they can't have a line down Harbor every day to get into Mickey and Friends or Pixar Palace. They just can't. The demand's getting too high, and what they're trying to do here is give some of their most loyal APs still what they want while also controlling it. This isn't Disney World. And, they'll never leave Anaheim. That's a fact. If they leave Anaheim, that's just dumb. They'll never leave Anaheim, so they need to control the capacity. Another thing that came across to my attention was, I don't know if you saw this, but it said rewards program. Whatever does that mean? Here's what I think. A point system.
That's how usually rewards work, honey.
And I know, I'm just saying. Has any other park done a point system where, I don't know, you spend $20 at freaking Ronto Roasters and you get this free thing or whatever? What does the rewards program entail, though?
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I think it's going to be more like spend $50, get 10% off your next discount, like your next item, or like a free, something very small.
No, that's what I mean. I'm just making an example here.
Well, yeah.
It's not going to be
a free drink on your next purchase or something like that.
It's not going to be like spend $1,000 and get a free stay at the Disneyland hotel.
Then they should do that.
Even though there should be something like that.
Wait, to save up all your points or something better.
I think that because with the Visa point system, the credit card, the Chase card, they have lots of benefits and stuff. My grandma's telling me how she still has like $50. Well, I guess that's just from cashback or Disney dollars, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Still, they have rewards, right? Disneyland needs to do some rewards.
Well, yeah, like I'll still get emails saying like, "Oh, Savannah, like check out these hotels."
You
like,
get
with
20% off at Alani.
Yeah, like you get discounted hotel rates and stuff for having the credit card already.
Yeah, I think that a reward system for this membership would be great, especially if they can do, like, if you save up enough points, you can stay at our hotel for 50% off, or you can get a discounted single day ticket or stuff like that. It's not going to be anything big, like get a free, I think a free hotel stay is kind of pushing it, but definitely something along the lines like, oh, if you have tons of points, you get 50% off a stay.
I don't know. I'm not really digging that with the passes. Like, I could see how it works on, like, credit card, like how much you spend, and then the cash back, or like with Delta airline card, you get miles, so you can use that miles towards a plane, like a flight. Like, I don't really see it working like annual pass. like wise. Like, you know what I mean?
I think it'll work. I just think that it'll have
I think it'll be such a big hassle for the cast members now. Like, they already have to deal with all these freaking people coming back, and now they're like, oh, how many points do I have?
They're like, you can actually go check it at that kiosk over there. Can I get a free FastPass? They're like, that's the reward system right there. Like,
probably
hey,
it's free and
exactly. That would be smart of Disney to do.
Be like, hey babe, you want to go on Guardians real quick? Let's just spend $50.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go buy something real quick and cut the line at Guardians. I think that in what Disney is trying to do is good. The way that they're executing it, we'll have to wait and see once they make it official. But what they're trying to do is good. Would you agree with me on that?
Yes, to some extent. Like, they're not going to take anyone's advice or like input.
No.
Like, these surveys basically mean almost nothing, I feel, because they don't really care what
the input that they're
they have
taking
to say.
is choose what we're gonna give you this, and we're not gonna change it, but we'll give you the opportunity to choose the details of it. You know?
Yeah.
They're never gonna go back to that normal. There's lots of talk. I
wish that there was another annual pass that had everything in it. Like,
okay,
that you could spend like $1,500 and you get everything.
You beat me to it. They need an option where you can, like, say, let's call it Signature Plus. Buy Signature Plus, no blackout dates, 90-day reservation window, 120-day reservation window.
Like well, you don't need blackout tickets.
20% off food and merch and all that.
And then
free parking.
Free parking, MaxPass, Photopass. Like, they need one of those. If they have one of those, I'll buy it. You know?
Some people can't afford that. But for the ones who are willing to drop that money to better their experience at the parks, be more than willing to do that. I was already planning on buying the Premier Pass this year. Obviously, now I don't know what the future of the Premier Pass is going to be because if you guys don't know the Premier Pass, it's the one, all the benefits for both Disney World and Disneyland admission for a whole year. I don't know how they're going to work that out, but in order to better my experience at the parks, I'd be more than willing to drop that money on it. More than willing. But if they have this, I'm definitely going to go, what's going to get me the most value? What's going to get me my most money's worth, you know? And I think that $600 option and that $400 option, like I said, is going back to it.
Oh yeah, if there's no all of it included, I feel like that's definitely the best for us. Like, one of us get the 400, one of us get the 600.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I feel like I was gonna sneeze.
The $1,400 option, the one that we first saw, that looked like a freaking rip off. Yeah, if you buy that $1,400 option, you're getting ripped off. There's tons of different options on there that are just better. And we're really focusing on like only a couple pass options here and there. You guys can go through all of them, but I mean, they're all over my Twitter and just everywhere on the Disney community right now. But we're mainly focusing on the ones that stand out to us the most. New topic though, MaxPass. MaxPass and Photopass. The benefits on this survey have checked off MaxPass, checked off Photopass, hinting at they're two different things now. Technically, they are two different things, but with MaxPass at Disneyland, you get, if you buy what is it, $15 now? Was it 20?
I think it got raised to 20.
I think they raised it to 20. Okay, if you pay $20 for that day, you get per ticket. So me and Savannah would have to pay $40. You get to make the fast passes on your phone, and you get free photos, on-ride photos, the Disney photographers, all that stuff. Now what it seems like is that they're splitting that up, and that if you have MaxPass, you're not going to get the photos. You're just going to get FastPass, and that's it. That's the way that I see it.
Yeah.
Because
I just hope it isn't as expensive as Disney World.
What do you mean?
Or like they call it like Memory Maker.
Oh yeah, like Magic Maker.
Yeah. Do you not remember how expensive that was when we were looking to add that on to our thing? That was not $20.
When you guys can just use someone's AP. Shout out to Jacob from Theme Park Shark and Lost letting us get our photos. But the thing of it is I'm fine with not having MaxPass. I know you like MaxPass. I enjoy MaxPass a lot.
No, I 100% need MaxPass.
You need MaxPass?
I need it.
But this is another one. See, we flipped roles, right? Because when I renewed my pass back in 2019, I was like, I'm going to add MaxPass. You're like, yeah, I don't really need it. And then as we went on, I was like, damn, I wish I could make a FastPass right now, but My girlfriend doesn't have FastPass.
I don't know. To me,
it's convenient.
why I didn't get it before is because I was like, well, how many days are actually going to be here all day long that I need, like, on our days that we just go for half a day, like, I don't need it because we're there late, so most of the fast passes are sold out already, like, you know? But now, I'm like, no. Like,
but then you realize how much you go up, and it's just like, oh, Splash Mountain has a fast pass available, or in DCA, do we really want to walk over there? Or do we want to go there 3 hours later and be able to do it on our phones?
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy how many times that you bought it on, like, half days, too. Like, the upgrade.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever, just buy it.
Yeah, it's definitely convenient, but I can live without it, because there's not...
Oh, yeah, we could live without it, but I
think that there's an option on there that's $800 that includes all of those at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like MaxPass and Photopass. One thing that I mentioned in my video today was, yes, it's nice to have the photos, and I love having my on-ride photos, but we have phones. And going to Disney World, seeing their photo quality compared to our photo quality.
Yeah, that's why it's so damn expensive.
Yeah. Their photo quality is ridiculously good. And our photo quality is just, it's good. But and
you get to see yourself.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to go up to a photographer and be like, hey, can you take a picture of us here? I'm like, yeah. And then we get that download. But like I said, it's as easy as telling the Photopass photographer, can you take a picture of my phone? They're like, sure. They're not like anywhere else that's like, no, you have to take it with our cameras. They'll gladly take it with your phone. So it's, when it comes down to MaxPass or Photopass, I think I'd pick MaxPass, just depending on the price.
Yeah, like, I have so many pictures of us on Incredicoaster, like, I don't even save them all anymore.
Guardians, there's so many that I have on Guardians.
Yeah. It's, to me, Photopass, I don't need it for the ride photos necessarily. Like, it's fun to look at for a couple seconds, like, haha, there it is.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But, like, maybe if I'm, like, looking really extra good that day, I want some pictures taken, then...
Professional pictures, yeah.
Yeah, then that's the only time I really
I mean, it's even, like, with Disney World pictures. Like, I have all of ours, and I'm like, when we were taking them, like, oh my god, there's so many. We have so many. You take a picture on freaking Haunted Mansion. There's so many.
I know.
So, yeah, it just, when it comes down to it, I'd pick MaxPass over Photopass in a landslide. Another thing that's interesting is there's a 30% off discount for food and beverage on there and merchandise. Now, at Walt Disney World, let me search it up. Did I tell you that 30% off or 20% off at Lost Scout?
30.
I told you 30?
Yes.
Okay.
So I remember you said you paid cheap for my Spirit jersey.
Yeah. So,
because I already get 20.
Most Disney World pass holders get 30% off. And that's like on the lower passes, which is mind-boggling to me. I was paying $65 a month for the deluxe, and I got 10% off. So, like, come on, Disneyland. This is why I think that they're trying to take... They have to be working with Disney World to try to structure this program. They're the same company, but still, like, people who developed the Disney World one and people who still develop it.
Well, I mean, I paid $112 a month, and I got 20% off.
With blackout dates.
Well, it was only Christmas.
Yeah. I believe the $400 one had... That one was the one with no barely any blackout dates.
The one I was telling you, like, for families.
Yeah, and the $600 one had just summer... It had basically the same blackout dates as the deluxe pass.
I was telling Jerry this, and I was like, when the one came out last night with the $1,400 one, I was like, look, $1,400 and you get all summer blocked out. That's how much your $400 pass gets blocked out. Like, almost the same amount, because it had weekends too and stuff. So
the SoCal Select 419, like you were saying, he got like a bunch of blackouts when you can pay
almost every weekend
$400. But rumored, survey not confirmed, $400 for the entire year. The only downside is you have to make a reservation, and you can only make it 90 days in advance.
How many can you hold? Like 4?
Yeah, you can hold 4. There's no really bad things about that at all. You get all the days.
Well, what if you want to go on a trip now? Now you can't.
What do you mean?
Like, if you're staying a week, like, what if for our birthdays? We're not gonna pay to stay on site
yeah,
at Disneyland.
But I mean, we can hold 4 reservations at a time. Me and Savannah always talk about that, how like, man, there has to be better hotel options at Disneyland. Like, there really needs to be. Paradise Pier
Like
is,
before,
we can get something better for.
Before, I didn't think that when Scott was like, they need another hotel. I'm like, why the hell do they need another hotel? They don't need more places to sleep. But after staying in Disney World, I'm like, yeah, they need another hotel.
How many they have.
How many options you have.
Pop Century is probably better than Paradise Pier Hotel.
Oh, for sure. It's not. They're not resorts at Disney World. They're all like resorts.
Yeah.
Here, you get a little old bed and a little view of the parking lot. That's it.
You can get the same nicer hotel down the way at the Hilton for cheaper. Not speaking on the AP topic as much, since Disney World has been experiencing exceptionally low wait times, and we've experienced those as well. They're projected as 40-minute wait times. They turn into 15-minute wait times. This is because FastPass is not a thing right now. A little small subtopic. Do you think FastPass should be extinct from Disneyland? Do you think a meteor should hit it?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Everyone like
you experienced it at Disney
sir,
World.
Can I explain?
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, at Disney World we had no fast passes. We had no issues. You know, we had to wait in line, which was whatever. I can't lie. We had to wait in line, which was whatever. But I always think back to that day with my mom when we went with her and how we literally did everything in Disney within like 3 hours because we just got our fast passes done. But nope. No. I like my fast pass. I like having a reservation hold for my spot.
Think about it though. With standby just goes right through. They don't have to say, hold on, let's let in 80 fast pass people. It just goes load,
you can have different opinions.
I know. I'm not saying your opinion's wrong. Obviously, FastPass is a touchy topic with Disney people. But I'm just saying, experiencing it firsthand and seeing reports from everybody else, FastPass is not good.
But we're not, to like new Disney people, I guess. Yeah, FastPass kind of sucks because they don't really know what to plan for. They'll probably get Space Mountain like later, like, you know what I'm talking about, like they don't choose the right rides. But for experienced people who know exactly what rides.
But that's where MaxPass comes in. MaxPass, they established MaxPass as the digital FastPass.
You need MaxPass in order for FastPass to work.
And then you take FastPass away and it's just MaxPass. You can only make it on your phone. You can't go up to the booths, and you can only use it if you have MaxPass. You have MaxPass as an add-on. I think that's the way they do it. Don't make it a free service anymore. That's what I think they should do. I don't think FastPass should be a free service. I think that you should have to.
No, because then they're going to start doing like what SeaWorld and all that, like the quick queue. And
stuff. FastPass is completely different from a front of the line pass that you buy at a normal theme park. You buy a front of the line pass, you go whenever you want to the front of the line. With FastPass,
no, I think either keep it for everyone or get rid of it. Don't make it a paid option only.
I don't know.
Because then I feel like that kills it entirely. You either get rid of it or you keep it. There's no in between.
Okay, fair point. I'll kind of agree with you on that one. I just think looking at it from a business standpoint and looking at it from a consumer's, we all have different opinions. Me and you, like I said, we have different opinions on this. It's just I'm hoping that they're looking at these different issues that we're talking about other than just the membership program. I hope they're looking at FastPass. I hope that they're looking at, I don't know, child swap. There's nothing really wrong with child swap, but do you get what I mean? They're looking at other stuff like that, other than just stuff that surrounds the membership but doesn't really tie into it. Stuff like that. That's just my personal.
Stuff that can affect everyone.
Stuff that can affect everybody, and your local Disney goer that goes like on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis.
They should get rid of that thing in Tomorrowland.
What thing?
The FastPass thing.
Oh, the stupid
the one that you can make all three.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what they're experiencing with it. Hey, but maybe that's a good thing. And maybe they're experimenting with different stuff, and that was the beginning of it. To wrap up the show today, I want to go into why I think overall this is better. And my last closing thoughts, this is what I've been saying on Twitter. I will gladly take a better experience at the park over more frequent visits. I think that I would gladly take a better experience. Gladly. You know, the crappy thing about this is we talk about it like because it's a rumor, you know, and it's just a survey, but it's gonna come true. All this stuff is gonna come true, or at least to some extent, it's gonna come true, and it's gonna be so weird. But I don't know. I think in the long run it'll work out. I think that they need to make many tweaks to it. There's still so many flaws in it. Right now, I'm for it. You know, you're kind of 50-50. I'm for it.
I'm for it once they come out with the everything one.
I know you want the everything one. And I'm sure a lot of people want the everything one. I would like to go to Disney.
They make it so expensive where not everyone can afford it.
They just make it like the premier price. Yeah. Just like barely any people have the premier price.
Give them like different perks. I don't know, like you get reserved seating in the shows or something like that.
That's one thing that I wish they always did was you get like a reserved parade place.
Yeah.
Because God, it's hard to find seats for those parades.
If you buy this $2,400 pass, boom, you get beautiful seating.
Yeah, and don't read us the wrong way, guys. Like, it's not us acting like snobs or anything like that. We can barely afford that, but if it's like an investment, you know. So it's one of those things. It's like if you can afford it, then that's the best option for you. Why not? You know. So it's just our take on it. I want to see the details. I want to feel the rush of sitting online. God, could you imagine if they did like in-park sales? The line would be insane.
I'd be like, text me once you get to the front, I'll be there.
No, I'm talking about in-park and online. I feel like I do in-park because it'd be way more trustworthy to do it there than online. I would be so afraid of the website crashing and everything. It's definitely going to be interesting. As always, though, we'll keep you guys up to date as much as possible with a podcast or a video and stuff like that. If you guys are new to the channel, youtube.com/SoCalExploring, subscribe with those bell notifications on, and make sure you have your notifications on for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening to your podcast at. We appreciate all the love, especially during these troubling times. It's New Year, new us, 2021. Let's do it. Gonna turn this podcast big and hopefully the channel, you know? Gonna do big things out here. But with that being said, this has been the Exploring Disney podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Savannah.
And you've been listening to Exploring Disney. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember to keep exploring. Peace out.
Good night.
Everybody.